Let's start off with the morning. First of all, get some stuff out of the way. We had Alex today went off to Ukraine, not to Ukraine. I'm sorry, long day. He went off to Odessa from Kiev. There was a lot of bombing going on. Actually, Ludmila, Chris, one of the train stations got bombed there. Thank God Alex was safe. He got out of there. He's back in Kiev. And tomorrow he's going to come out, give us an update. We're going to do a voice from Ukraine with an update, everything. The good news is all the stuff, the humanitarian stuff, he was able to, got there and arrived. Also, he's going to get me all the videos and pictures of that. So I'm going to put together a Substack later, sometime tomorrow, and send you guys all of the pictures and video of people receiving the stuff and give you a full update of what happened there behind the scenes while Alex from his travels, so this way get you guys up to speed. Adam is new to our channel. Great work on this morning. Thank you, Adam. Welcome to the family. This is more than just a channel. This is a family here, Adam. This is a movement. This is a resistance. We're different than other places. We don't. I'm not a journalist. We break news here. We talk about stuff from the inside. So welcome to the family. And your job now is part of our family is to be a speaking voice, a megaphone, Adam. So wherever you go, whatever you hear, make sure you pass the message, because the stuff you're going to hear here, I promise you're not going to hear it anywhere else. So again, welcome to anybody else. Welcome to everybody that is new to our family, to our movement. Also, for all of you that's been with us for a while from the beginning, that recently joined, I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys. We're staying at number one, strong, and because the news is being heard. Just today, one of the breaking news, if you put on any channel, if you go on any uh, show, even on Substack, what are they talking about, folks? They're talking about that Donald Trump's boast of annihilating whatever he used as far as getting rid of the nukes was false. That did not happen. But we spoke about that 3 days ago, because what I tell you is that that's the reason why he attacked when he did, because when he gave him the 2 weeks, Putin was involved. They moved the nukes. Now they're reporting that the nukes were moved, and that's why everything that we've been talking about is coming into play. And there's some other stuff that we're going to go into. But let's start off with, so Alex is back to Ukraine. Tomorrow we'll have an update with all of that, guys. By the way, keep smashing those hearts. So whoever's not sleeping, whoever's out there right now, jumps on, so we could give them a quick update on everything that transpired today. What else? Today also, I want to tell you, for those of you that were on me on the Wait show, it was incredible. We did exactly what we were talking about. He was on. He had Olivia Troy on. I know Olivia Troy very well. She was a national security advisor to Vice President Pence in the Trump administration. She's left and came out and's been speaking up again, truth to power. So she was on that show. I went on. I saw them live. I went on. And a lot of you right away saw me and started saying, hey, bring Lev up. I started getting involved in the conversation. Pamela, you were there, right? And they brought me up, and it was amazing. And if those of you guys that saw the show and what's it called, we were able to do, because he would have never brought me up, because I was not his type of guest, because he has different ways, and he said it himself. But if you saw after the conversation, after he listened to what we had to say and the message that I gave him and the information I gave him, I think he was more than happy to have me there. And I think it was an incredible show. And I think it was, proved my point to what I was saying to every one of you here. And that's exactly what we need to do. And I'm going to be doing the same thing. And if I'm not there, you're my voices, you're my megaphone. You do the same thing, because you have my Substacks. You could post it in the message. So whatever the subject is, you could go into our Substack, take a look at the history. We have a letter or a video or a live. You grab that, bring it out, throw it into the message and say, and start the conversation and let people join in, let them see what's going on, make sure, because that's how we spread our message, and that's how, we're staying number one and growing. So God bless you. Thank you, every one of you, and welcome to the family, Adam, and all the new everybody new that's here. So another quick update. My wife, otherwise she'll kill me. I think all the books are out. Everybody that's paid and ordered the books, they're out. We have a few left before the next batch comes in. So any of you that have been wanting it, and I think some of you, she might have not responded, or I might have not responded because it's been busy. Send us another message, DM, and we'll get the books out to you immediately. And for those of you that are getting it, I see your pictures, Catherine and others. Amazing. I look forward to now story time with love. Plus, now you have an encyclopedia to a lot of the things that are going to be going on, and you're going to have lots of questions when we do our Q&As. I promise you that. Yes. Okay. So what else we got? Uh, I think that's about it as far as tomorrow. I think I'm going on a Dean Burrell show. He's the gentleman from Canada. We're going to be doing something live, I think, at 1 o'clock with him. Then we're going to try to do story time with Lev tomorrow. We'll see how the day goes. We'll see what the breaking news is. If not, otherwise, let's get into what's happening. So, those of you that saw my Substack letter earlier today that I wrote to you about that Trump woke up early in the morning today with the meltdown. So last night he went on a barrage of tweets, on a barrage of messages that there was a peace deal, after he bombed Iran, all of a sudden there's a peace deal now, and we went to sleep, which we spoke about. I told you it's all optics. Trump's trying to do it because he has a major break happening in his mega alliance, which we're going to go into, and he's just trying to do whatever he can. Plus, I don't know if you guys saw today, some of it, somebody in Congress, not one of his mega supporters, nominated him for the Nobel Peace Prize. This is what it's about. It's about, he doesn't care what happens 4 years, 10 years, 20 years. If he could somehow hold us out for a little bit, he doesn't even care what's happening. Just think about the crazy, and it's we're laughing a little bit because it's at the end of the day. We're trying to unwind. For those of you, grab your drinks, whatever you need, your coffee, your tea. I drink tea, and relax right now. Just think about it, that the president of the United States right now is putting us in such jeopardy that is bigger than I think anything else. Because if what he said is true, let's assume for a second what everybody's saying is true, and Iran, and I believe that also, that Iran wants death to America, and the Iran, that if Iran were to have nuclear weapons, it could be detrimental to the world, to our country. I truly believe that, and I think majority of you on here believe the same thing. It's just, how do we get there? So all these years we've been monitoring it, and we all the different administrations have good, bad, or indifferent. We're not going into policy, but for now, till now, we know that they have not built a nuclear weapon, and they did not have a nuclear weapon. Now, take it further, Donald Trump basically decided to say that we were in imminent danger from them having a nuclear weapon, and he went and struck. And he came back and said that we obliterated, destroyed all the nukes, Iran. And today he doubled down by saying Iran will never rebuild their nuclear weapon department. Right after that, as everybody was screaming, what was going on? He can't do this. This is war without Congress. Remember, we came on. I said that that didn't happen. That's why he gave him 2 weeks. That's why my sources are telling me that basically Iran got everything out of there. We went on live with Malcolm. If you remember, Malcolm was telling you, we were even talking about there was no leaks. There was no there, and even if if they hid it, you had, Malcolm was explaining that because of the way it's so far deep below, you had to hit it a couple of times. So we were telling you literally within minutes or hours that this was not the case. So today, now we know for a fact that that's not the case, because now our own U.S. intelligence, and not only U.S. intelligence, also the Israeli intelligence, is coming and saying that we did not destroy their nuclear weapons. Now we don't know where their nuclear weapons are, because if they were moved, or they're buried somewhere, because now we have no idea. And the scary part, this is the scariest part, that I'm going to tell you, because I don't want to end off with the scary part. I'll start off with the scary part, is that Donald Trump is president, so he's not going to allow anybody to go search for these nuclear weapons, because Donald Trump wants everybody to believe that we destroyed all the nuclear weapons. He wants everybody to believe that it was a perfect strike. To the fact that he posted on his Truth Social today, folks, a video of basically of a song saying "bomb, bomb, 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 Iran," and words like, I can't even explain to you, the president of the United States. So he's doubling, tripling, quadrupling down that he destroyed. So he's never going to allow any independent agency. He's never going to allow anybody to go out there and to search and to start looking for the weapon. So now, what does that mean? That means that Iran is basically now able to go do whatever they want and build a nuclear program with the help of Russia and anybody else. And Trump is going to cover for them, just like he's covering for Russia right now. Why? Because I told you, because he's tied in with them with the elections. He feels that if Russia gets found guilty with the elections, that means he is guilty with the elections. So now the same thing with Iran. So just think about it. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you for the contribution. So that's what I'm saying to you. It's extremely, extremely crazy, and that the media is not talking about. They're talking about that it's not there, that where, but it is extremely dangerous, because right now we are in a position that it's not that if it was a normal situation where yes we hit him and now our intelligence is coming, but listen to what happened. Karen Levin, the press secretary, came out and was pissed off, and she basically, and they came out and started saying that they weren't upset that they missed, or they were mad that whoever the leaker was, again, whoever the truth teller, whoever the person that was telling the truth of what happened, whoever the leaker was, needs to be found and prosecuted, because the information is just meant to make Donald Trump look bad. Folks, it's not meant for Donald Trump to look bad. Nobody needs to have Donald Trump look bad. He can make himself look bad better than anybody else. He does a great job doing it. But the fact of the matter is that they are doubling, tripling down. And this was something I want each and every one of you to make a very important point, and that we could not let go. We could not let the media move on. We could not forget this, because this is very important, because we need its clarification, we need transparency, we need to make sure how to go forward, because right now it's basically Trump. Just think about what he did. Within a 12-hour period, he bombed Iran, wanted you to believe that he destroyed their nuclear weapons. Iran bombed our military base, which they told us 2 hours in advance. It was all like I told you, choreographed. Trump's 2 hours after Iran bombing our military base, announces a peace truce between Israel and Iran. Iran and Israel do not acknowledge any of this, continue bombing each other. Today in the morning, he wakes up, and because there were some deadly strikes, gets completely off edge, comes out and looks into the media and starts screaming at them and saying that Israel and Iran have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And the media all day long, they're running that what the fuck they're doing. It's like to them, because first of all, it is crazy for the president of the United States to say that. Again, a lot of people on here talk about how, listen, we talk about it. I don't care. You know what, guys? Yes, I mean, we could talk about, I'm not too big into cursing, some people curse, I don't care about that, but he's the president of the United States. Same thing if it was my rabbi, or, the Pope, or certain people just don't do it. He could curse in private. When there's privacy, he could do whatever he wants. But, we have children to look up to him. We have, because you got to understand, I don't know how you guys do it, but my kids, because especially because of my son Aaron, because of me, because we're so involved in politics, all my even young kids like always watch. They know my 6 year olds, and he knows the Donald Trump, his tariff policy and stuff like that. It's crazy. So I have to constantly explain to them, like, how does the president of the United States come on TV and say some crazy shit like that? Like, Israel and Iran don't know what the fuck they're doing, and the media is running about all day. So yeah, thank you. By the way, I'm extremely proud of Aaron. For those of you that don't know, today the proud day. I'm a proud papa. Aaron Parnas. The Rolling Stones did a major article about him. I think the way that let me tell you the way the article read, because I'm extremely proud of him. It was something to say that the new Joe Rogan, but the better Joe Rogan. So they're basically saying that Aaron right now is better than Joe Rogan or anybody on the right as far as getting the information produced. So a lot of you support him. Thank you very much for all of your support for myself. For those of you that don't and not subscribed yet, make sure go to subscribe to Aaron immediately. Support him. He needs all the support because even though he's my son, they go after him because he's my son, because he's out there telling you the truth, and because he's growing bigger and bigger. Thanks to every one of you. So please, everybody, go out there, support him. Also the Midas Touch guys, great. There's other groups there. I'm not gonna name them, but definitely my son. You know, that's personal, and I'll tell you honestly. Even if I didn't wasn't biased, but he is incredible. Even if he wasn't my son, I would say the work that he does, what he's uncovered. Like I speak to a lot of different, even the guys I was speaking to, the guys that did my documentary, some of the actual filmers, and they're doing another documentary. And they said to me, they said, Lev, after watching what your son Aaron did and the way he opened up everybody's eyes of the way media should be, we're not doing our documentaries on Netflix and on any of these, and give it. We're gonna do it also like Aaron did, put it out on YouTube and stuff or social media. And I was like so proud to hear that my son, is the leader in this pack, a leader of the Gen Z movement, the leader, and having all the Krasinski, Brian and Ed, great guys, my dear friends, absolutely Catherine, a lot of good guys. But he's my son, so I'm going to take this moment and brag a little bit about him. So definitely take a look, support him, and take a look at that article that came out by Rolling Stones today. It was a pretty big article about Aaron, so I'm very proud that about. Make sure you guys see it. So what else? Oh, I want to read to you a couple of tweets our president through social did, because we read some yesterday about him announcing the truths and all of that. Today, he had some interesting ones. Also, that first of all, he came out in the morning. Nobody's talking about this, but you guys are going to find this one interesting. I don't know if you guys see this one. So he posted early in the morning today. China can now continue to purchase oil from Iran. Hopefully, they will be purchasing plenty of U.S. also. It was my great honor to make this happen. What the? Just think about what he means. What are we talking about? So now he's basically saying to you guys, he's telling the world that he's making deals with China, Russia behind the scenes, and it's all about the oil. He's now telling China, you could go buy the oil again. And, I'm saying it was my honor that I made it happen for you. So media's not talking about it. I think that's very, very interesting. Then he came out later in the day when right after he had that meltdown where he told the press that Israel and Iran don't know what the fuck they're doing. He called up Netanyahu, and my sources are telling me he really, really, begged and pleaded and needed a win. And he did the same thing with the other side, that, Trump talks a big game when, on TV, because that's his MO, and certain leaders and people let him do it. But behind the scenes, there was a lot of begging and needing, and negotiating of what he would do in return, which we're going to talk about, later in the next, that's why in the next couple of days. But he put a post out there Israel is not going to attack Iran. All planes will return around and head home. While doing now, think about this. This is the crazy part. While doing a friendly plane wave to Iran, a friendly plane wave to Iran, nobody will be hurt. The ceasefire is in effect. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. Hey, Greg. I mean, I don't even know what to diagnose dementia. I think it's definitely so. I mean, he's definitely narcissistic. He's definitely, I think, psychopath. I mean, something is definitely going. I mean, you don't write these things like that, and you don't say these things to do a plane wave to Iran. I mean, people are dying. I mean, yesterday there was over 5 people that died in Israel. I don't know as far as Iran. I didn't see the reports, but Israel. 5 people died, and he's like, talking about shit like, I don't the waves and runs. So anyway, but the problem with this, and this is where I'm saying to you what's going on, that made a major rift, another rift in his mega. So, and this is what we need to get the media to start responding even more on and start talking about, and the pundits, because I think we need to start. This will start putting pressure on something to happen, because right now the rift is so big, but either the Democratic leadership is either completely out of whack, and or they don't have anybody. I don't know that how nobody right now. The war that's going on with Thomas Massey. You already had others that were on the line that were switching sides. Mega completely derailed, first of all, over the attack. But then the way he stopped it by doing he thought doing it better, and backfired by trying, because he went after Israel. And most of the mega base are very supportive of Israel. So by attacking Israel, he now has the other side of the base completely whacked out, and they're going to war with each other. And he is right now in the short. So, folks, I'm telling you right now, and I wrote it. And those of you that read my Substack today, make sure you go and read the 3 letters I wrote out there, bringing you up to speed on all this stuff. Also, Steve Witkoff finally emerged, but he didn't emerge. We got a quote from him, but it's an interesting quote, because this is, again, it's not what they say. What I tell you always, you gotta look at behind the scenes. What are they not talking about? What does that mean? Because there's always a meaning behind it. So Steve Witkoff said that the response to all of this, the quote they have Steve Witkoff saying today, was that he met with the Iranian foreign minister prior to the attacks, or he spoke to him. I don't know if he met with him, spoke to him, and then he spoke to him right after the attacks. This is the same for Iranian foreign minister that right after the attacks that I showed you. If you saw my Substack, if you did, make sure you go read it, because I put the video in there. Uh, about showing you how this same foreign minister that has been meeting with Steve Witkoff right after went to meet with Putin. And look at the chain of events that happened right after that. That was the link that started it all. Right after that, hey Cheech, right after that, they came out and called Qatar and America and said that we don't want any war. We're going to respond just so we can show our people, our regime, that we responded to your attack. So we're warning you. Right after that, all of a sudden, Trump puts pressure and starts saying that he's going to get a Nobel Peace Prize by uh, doing a what's it called, peace deal. Iran is running around saying that they won the war because they didn't lose basically nothing. And Israel is right now, like I told you, is a wild card, because I know Bibi Netanyahu also. I met with them. I was in Israel on and when he was running for his campaign on behalf of Giuliani and trying to help him at the time. And I know his son Yair very well. And I could tell you, Netanyahu is another Trump. So Trump gotta be careful there. When it comes to Putin, you got yourself that KGB mimer. When it comes to Netanyahu, you have another guy that is as ballsy as you are, and he is has his own what's it called intentions that are a lot bigger than Trump understands, even in their region. So like I said in my letters earlier today, he is a wild card. He is the Joker. And right now, today, Trump was able to contain him. But what's happening in Iran right now, folks, is a volcano. That's basically going to erupt. And it's how quickly erupts, how long it takes. Trump's going to try to keep the lid on it. And not only Trump, because the mastermind behind all of this is Vladimir Putin. Tomorrow, Trump is meeting with Vladimir Zelensky in the NATO talks in Europe. And I could tell you, my sources are telling me that Trump is going to put pressure on Zelensky and try because of what the win that Putin gave him, because Putin basically gave him this win. He choreographed this whole Iran attack, Iran response, Iran accepting a peace deal, because Trump doesn't have a relationship. Stephen Witkoff does not have a. Remember, Stephen Witkoff has a closer relationship with Putin than anybody else, because Marco Rubio hasn't met with Putin yet since Trump administration. Pete Hegseth hasn't. Trump hasn't. Nobody has except Witkoff, and he's met with them over 4 times. Not only has he met with Putin personally 4 times, but he's also very close with Kirill Dmitriev, who is Putin's special envoy and is also his handler. And I've been reporting on him for the past months for you guys. All the information, his ties going to a lot of the oligarchy, and so Stephen Witkoff, is very close to Russia, to Putin, and to their mindset. And so this what you had coordinated. It was not Trump controlling Israel. It was not Trump. It was because of the way Putin choreographed and controlled Iran. And if you take a look at Iran, Iran might have lost some face for a little bit, but right now they're regaining it, because they're able to. They didn't receive too much damage from all the hype and the scaring. Trump threatened Tehran. Everybody was evacuating. So right now, if you take a look at Iran, right now is in a better position basically than they started off before the attacks, because yes, they might have lost some military hierarchy, but like Malcolm says, there's always a younger, newer guy that's right behind them that's going to take his place. So they reestablished that Ayatollah is still around, hiding in a bunker somewhere. The ceasefire is not going to hold. It's like I said to you, this is a volcano that's going to explode. They're going to try to keep a lid on it for long, because right now the next step is for Trump to do for Putin, to completely give him Ukraine on a silver platter. You heard it here first. Starting tomorrow, you're going to see the shift in things happening towards Europe, towards now Ukraine, towards Trump's push towards Russia, maybe even coming out somehow saying they were a part of these peace negotiations. I'm hearing that also. So there's a lot that is going to come out, and I could tell you this much, that now is the time you definitely want to subscribe. You definitely want to be a part of this movement. You definitely want to, those of you that haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Those of you that are subscribing, make sure if you can, become paid subscribers, grow our family, grow our movement. For all of you that are paid subscribers and also contribute to my Venmo, and those of you that are asking, you could contribute to my Venmo at Venmo at Lev-Parnas. And it doesn't only help me, but it also helps because a lot of you ask, how can we help Alex? This is our both account. This is, Voice from Ukraine. You could also visit levremembers.com by supporting any of our t-shirts or stuff like that. You're supporting Alex, you're supporting me, you're supporting our movement, you're supporting the truth, and you're supporting something bigger than all of us. So all of you, whatever you can do, definitely do it. But one thing, like I always say, doing nothing is not a possibility. So folks, I'm gonna wish you a good night. Tomorrow is a big day. Hopefully, nothing major happens today at night, because I need to get some sleep, and I think you need to get some sleep also. Tomorrow morning, I'm waiting for some stuff I'll be breaking, so you definitely stay tuned to my Substack letters. I'll be early in the morning. I'll be getting that out with some new information on what's happening behind the scenes here, and then tomorrow we're gonna speak to Alex and see what's going on in Ukraine, and we'll see how the day goes. But again, thank you guys. Uh, God bless every single one of you. God bless the United States of America. And, we're close. We're going to get our democracy back, folks. We're going to do it. Trust me. Just hang in there. As bleak and as bad as it looks, the one thing, and I'm going to end it off on this note for all of you. And I want you to feel good about yourself because I've been around. Those of you that know, watched my documentary or read my book, I've been around a lot of very bad people, dictators, oligarchs, and what. And the one thing they all underestimate is you, the people. They all underestimate your voice. They all underestimate your power. They all underestimate us. So I want you to know that, and our voices are being heard. And we are going to be making a difference. And Trump knows it, and that is why he tries to shut down the independent journalists. He tries to go after, people like myself that he knows know the truth and are, giving it, revolving it to everybody else. So on that note, no, the good thing is that there's more of us than him, and we, the people, we will, get our democracy back, and we will get better times, and we will get back to talking and debating policy instead of talking about how awful and how we're at war. So we will get there. And on that note, have a great night, guys. Love remembers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.